You ready, sir?
Yes.
Okay. How do you say your name?
Tyree.
It is Tyree. Okay.
Yep.
Tyree, are you a YouTuber? I see the green screen.
Yeah, ish. I dabble a little bit.
Okay. What is that your main profession, or what do you do for a living?
I'm a software company. So I deal with Microsoft platform developer. I do a lot of high-end software development, basically.
Okay. How old are you? The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.
Say that again?
How old are you?
44.
Okay, 44. You look good for 44. I thought you were younger.
Thank you.
Okay. What do you do? Are you from that? You have any kids?
I have 2 grown boys, 23 and 26.
Okay, both by the same woman?
Yes, married ex-wife.
When did you get divorced?
In 2012.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
The best sign.
Aquarius. I like Aquarius because you guys are very intelligent. You like originality. And those are the things I think of when I think of Aquarius. Is intelligence, and I'm a Taurus. So Taurus, we don't like change. We like the same. I feel like Aquarius is opposite there. They like uniqueness.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we got Tyree. You own a software company, or you work for a software?
I own a software company. It's called SharePoint Partners.
Okay. So Tyree owns a software company, 44 Aquarius, dad of 2 by his ex-wife. And I think we can do it. What kind of woman are you looking for?
Fit, feminine, friendly.
Yeah. Not the slogan. I don't know if I had a man say it straight like that in 2025. All right, so we already know what that means, child. Fit, do you want to further elaborate, even though I think we all know what it means by now?
Like far as dimension wise, or what?
However, I said what kind of woman you want. You said fit, feminine.
Yeah, so I'm somebody who goes to the gym at least 3 times a week, a healthy diet, healthy lifestyle, a cheat meal occasionally, not like every other day we're eating fried chicken and, eating like, gummies and things like that. But so basically somebody who's a hard worker as far as, physical fitness and, diet, and, lives a healthy lifestyle for the most part.
Okay. Friendly.
And somebody who's submissive as far as the feminine part. I don't need my woman to work. That's optional. That's not needed. She can work for me. So that's already sealed up. And, somebody that I can get along with, somebody who's friendly, who's, somebody who's not going to be, trying to cause fights all day, every day. Somebody who brings me peace, ultimately. Okay. And I do my job as, the man, provider / protector and everything else that comes along with that.
Okay. What's the age range you want to date, sir?
Say that again, Kendra?
What age range would you like to date?
I would say 18 to...
We can't say 18.
19.
So hold on, real quick.
Legal.
Because of the social media platform, I do the lowest 21. So at 44 years old, you would date an 18-year-old girl?
It's legal.
Now, Tyree.
Oh, Kendra. Kendra.
I'm going to respect your preference, but I just feel like, so you will date a girl who can't even have a drink with you?
I don't drink.
Oh, you don't drink. Okay. Well, you got me there. But ask me, I'm just curious. I want to get the mindset. I don't want to be judgmental. I want to understand. Why would you want somebody as young as 18 as a girl?
I'm just, you asked the range. I'm saying, like, if like that person presented themselves and met all the, criteria, then that would be an option. But like, probably not, because they're super immature. They're probably, even 26-year-olds are immature. So yeah, you never know what you're going to get these days. Yeah. So, but I would say, yeah, somebody who basically meets those qualities and within, the range. I probably wouldn't go above unless they're gonna have to be like a super MILF to go above 40.
Okay, that's
Right.
fair. So I don't want to spend a lot of time here, but I'm going to spend some time here. So bear with me for a second. So you would date a person younger than your children?
I have.
You
Yes.
have. You have.
I do.
You do. So that's and that's not honesty. That doesn't feel any way to you.
How would it? It's legal.
I mean, okay, yes. Listen, legal. There's no charges. Absolutely. You're gonna like. So this is not a court of law. This is more for, I guess. Again, I'm trying to understand the mindset because this is what I hear, right? And I listen. I sit here. I've been sitting here for 5 years now. So granted, I mean, again, you have to be 21 to be on the show. But we've had women who are 21 request, well, I would say 25-ish, 23-ish, request men in their 40s. So I'm definitely used to that. I'm used to, like, I've heard that before of a 23-year-old girl want a man 40 and up. But I guess when you said 18, it's like the imagination goes to
Well, I didn't mean like literally 18. I'm just saying like that what's the legal age?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What is the youngest you would date? Because it's the age range. So I'm only going off of it because you said it.
So I probably would say like seriously dating or just indoor Olympics type activities.
Okay, you can give me both numbers if you desire.
Sorry, say that again.
I said you give me both numbers.
Yeah, I would say seriously, probably, man, 24, 25.
Okay. So, and then, so you know what? And the reason I even got there because you mentioned that the woman doesn't have to work. So I was like, okay, this has to be a younger girl. And then you said she could work for you. So it wouldn't be, so would a woman with her own career turn you off?
As long as she doesn't have like a boss chick attitude, it wouldn't turn me off.
Okay.
As long as she still makes those core competencies, I would be good with that. Yeah, definitely go to work because I work from home for the most part unless I'm traveling. So yes, please go to work.
So let's talk about, because I've been hearing this lately and I think it's insightful. What are the boss chick qualities that turn you off?
I just bad attitudes. I've dealt with women with bad attitudes of entitlement. A lot of delusion these days. It's dating is crazy. So I'm really not even like dating. My goal right now, unless we find that lucky charm, is to work, stack money, and leave the plantation. Ultimately, is my ultimate goal. Unless something, here's your here's your 4-leaf clover, is what I'm trying to say. But that person hasn't come around yet. So yeah, we're just gonna stack it up and just continue to be in motion.
Okay. Now we are on the first question, child. What's your deal breakers?
Deal breakers, kids, little kids especially. I would say like X drama is of course never a go. Bad manners, leaving the toilet seat up. That's
Why would a woman leave the toilet seat up?
Yes, women leave the toilet seat up. Yeah, the second lid.
So you're saying, okay, the first lid I can see leaving up. You don't want the first lid up? Tyree?
I'll be all up in that.
Wait, okay, could the first lid be up?
No.
Oh, so you want no? Okay, so you're saying you don't want a woman that leaves up the first lid of a toilet.
Correct. Where you can actually see it physically inside the bowl. I don't like that. No. That's just a pet peeve. It's not a deal breaker per se, but if I like go in there and see it, I'll be like, damn.
Is this not average? Okay, listen, I always think that I've heard it all, and then I realized I have not. I've never heard of the first lid, because when you said a woman leaving the toilet seat up, I'm like, why would a woman leave a toilet seat up? But you mean the first lid of a toilet seat. So that, ladies, you should know to put that one down. Someone said I keep mine closed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
No, I mean, I have a lot. I mean, I have a pretty, just anything that's opposite of those three core competencies is a deal breaker.
Okay. You're not streaming, are you?
Say that again. Sorry, my speaker like cuts in and out. What do you say, Kendra?
Are you streaming right now?
No.
Okay, got you. Okay.
No, I have like a JBL Bluetooth setup thing, and it when you stop talking, it cuts off.
Got you. Okay. So far, we about to go to the next question, but so far, fit, feminine, friendly. He started off with 18, but he said serious would be like 24, 26, around that age. And not combative, no boss chick attitudes, and do not leave up this toilet seat. We got some paid questions. I think I'll start doing some of the paid questions, child, because they got questions, child. There was this one question. All right, let's bring this one. The Lin Lu said, would he hang out and make friends with an 18-year-old boy? Likely no, because he's a kid, and that's the point we're trying to relay.
No, actually, I would.
You would have a good friend, a good.
Yeah, because I'm a coach. I coach wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so that's like yes, that's within my preview. I would do that. Yes.
Whoop, and boop. We call that. I know you don't say that, but as a female, we'll say clack it or boop. I know that's not a term that you would use. Let me see. I guess they calling you Will Smith. They said Will Smith tripping. I'm calling Jada. Have you ever heard Will Smith before?
No, never.
Yeah.
Never. I am legend. I don't know. No.
Stacy said, what was the age difference between you and your ex-wife?
My ex-wife was actually 3 years older than me.
Oh, wow. Is that why you want to go younger?
And my ex-wife was my first, by the way. I was a virgin before I met her. And I had my kids with her as well, which is, I know, very rare. What was your question, Kendra? Sorry.
So was that experience with an older woman, did that make you want to go with a younger woman?
No, I was a kid. I was 16 years old. So when I met her, it was totally frowned upon. Like my mom was like, don't do it, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that was then, but I ended up sticking with it because, we ended up having a child. I think I had my first with like 21, and I pretty much stuck through the marriage because I wanted to see my kids grow up in the opposite of how I grew up, which is without a father. So I was always, there for them. I'm a super active dad. Like I said, I'm a wrestling coach. I coach BJJ. So every team they were on, I coach. I coached their baseball team, football team, you name it. I was always there, like involved because, I didn't have that. So I wanted to, be, the best father I could be, and, still continues to this day.
Okay. You don't really have to share. I'm just nosy. Why did you guys get a divorce?
Sorry, say that again?
Why did you two get a divorce?
Oh, you know why y'all divorced, Kendra?
Oh, the woman did it? It was her choice?
Well, it was like a few different times. It was like a separation, then like a divorce. Then we did like a John and Kate +8 thing where we had the marital home that we purchased, and like we had an apartment that we were renting. So whoever had the kids was at the house, right? And whoever didn't was at the apartment. And that was her idea, of course, not mine.
So you said why y'all. So I think you meant y'all as in women.
Sorry, say that one more time,
Because I said, why did you guys get divorced? And you said, why y'all get a divorce. So I was assuming you were talking about women.
Yeah, well, yes, exactly. Now, okay. I'm thinking, well, I mean, irreconcilable differences, the standard generic term that they use for divorce. But I think she thought the grass was greener on the other side, of course, and not so much.
Well, let me ask you this. If you could have, would you have stayed in the marriage?
So, one more time.
I said, if it was your decision, would you have stayed in your marriage?
Probably, I don't. Probably not.
Okay,
Not. I
so
mean,
this.
I probably wouldn't past. My kids. Being 18. I'm probably not.
So okay, so it's fair to say that you also, because the way you presented it, I thought it was just all on her, but you would want it out of the relationship too.
Yeah, definitely. It
Okay.
wasn't a very good environment, and it wasn't for the kids at a certain point.
Okay. This toilet conversation is it's getting interesting. One person said you're supposed to close the lid when you flush, so the particles don't get in the air. Okay, Grant. Okay,
True.
Grant. You done got them
True.
riled up with this toilet conversation, child. Okay, let's continue with my questions. I'm assuming she does. Should the woman look a certain way?
She should. I really don't have a race preference or anything like that. Just fit, beautiful woman.
Okay, so you
You
would
know,
date outside of your race, all the races.
my ex-wife is white. My kids are mixed, so
Okay.
there's that. Yeah,
Okay.
but I've dated everything. I mean, I was raised dynamically, so every race is open for business.
Okay.
In my book, as long as you meet those three core competencies, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay. I done heard it 1,000 times, so I'm used to it now. Which is people who have children would like to date somebody with outside of children. So I'll just give you the question I normally ask when I hear that. So you obviously have 2 kids, but moving forward, you only want to date a woman with no kids, correct?
Preference, yes.
Preference. Okay.
Preference, no kids. But if she has like a kid or two, or been married with kids, things of that. I mean, I would take a case by case basis, because I've dealt with a lot of drama situations. People showing up to my house. Oh, you're dating my ex, and my son's gonna be over here, so I need to get to know you. I'm like, okay, but which is kind of understandable, because like if my kid is at some dude's house, or like, because I had like a chick that I had moved in at some point, and she had like a 4-year-old, and like the ex wanted to meet me. He owns a few clubs here in Oklahoma City, so I was like,
Oh,
okay,
I
yeah,
didn't
come
get
up.
your city. I forgot. Where are
Yeah,
you calling us from?
Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma City. Okay, I forgot to ask that. Okay. So, do you want to date a woman in Oklahoma City?
I'm a world traveler,
You're
so
well. Do you want to get married again?
I'm open to it. Yes.
Okay. Do you want more children?
No, I got fixed at 22.
Okay.
TMI. But then I got it reversed because I've been married twice. For my second ex-wife, I got it reversed, but it didn't work. Thank God.
So I'm just curious now, because you are intriguing to me. Your second wife, was she also Caucasian?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, you did say earlier prefer a woman with no kids. So that would be a woman, if she had no kids, also doesn't desire kids because you got fixed.
Correct. Well, I mean, it's reversible is the thing. I mean, there's a local, well, not local, but Fort Smith, Oklahoma, a world-renowned doctor that does all these reversals, which I got it done at. I think it just too much time had lapsed in between mine and us trying to conceive, but that was a blessing in disguise. Thank God. You have no idea.
So, Terry, I'm going to ask you a question. I pray it's not offensive. Have you ever been in a relationship with a Black woman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Only because you told me.
I got one on our way right now.
You have a girl you're currently dating?
I don't know if I would call it dating. I mean, what's dating? Define dating, Kendra.
Well, now listen. Now this is gonna be a Black girl response. I'm gonna tell you in advance. Okay. So the white woman was good enough to be your wife, but the Black girl can't even get the The white women got the ring, but the Black girl can't even get the title.
Oh man, no comment. It's not even like that. It's not even like that, Kendra. Oh, you are the Super Bowl, huh?
I was.
See, I was there as well in New Orleans. Yeah, I saw like your clips after. I was like, oh, she was
Yeah.
there. That's what's up.
I've
Yeah,
been
I
to
was
the
there.
last. I go. So full transparency. You live in. Oh, you
Oklahoma
live in
City.
Oklahoma City. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to name drop, but we'll leave it at that. Yes, I was at the Super Bowl. But back to you, because I don't want to deflect.
Did you party with Cardi B?
I've done that 1,000 times, but that's not the point.
Okay, yeah.
No, what I was gonna, I've said it before. Certain people know why I go to the Super Bowl, but I don't want to say it right now. But I want to ask you because I don't want to forget this. Have you ever been in a relationship with a black woman?
Yes.
Okay.
Many.
Okay. So relationship, your girlfriend.
Yeah, my first girlfriend was black, but I had to, I like left her because I didn't think she looked good enough to present to the public.
Tyree, I'm trying my hardest to sit here and listen with an open mind. But now you got to break that down. How was the black woman not good enough to be?
Well, this was in high school. It was like my first girlfriend, but I just didn't think she was pretty enough to present to the school as my girlfriend, basically, if we're being honest.
Okay, so then you met a white woman because you were also in high school.
No. Then I met a Mexican girl. We got a whole list. Hold on.
Well, listen, here's the deal, and I do want to say this with sincerity. You have the right to your preferences, right? So it's I'm really not trying.
I date everything. Everything.
Right. But right now, I guess in a specific manner, has there ever been a black girl that you dated that you felt was well enough to be presented and showed off to the world as your girlfriend?
Yeah, there was one.
And was she your girlfriend?
Yes.
What age was this?
This was probably like 3 years ago. It's the same story. It was the same story with her ex came over to interview me basically since I was going to be with the child, which is understandable because I would want to kind of do the same thing if my child is over, because I would consider him a random dude.
Okay, so that was the black girl. That story you were telling us.
Yes. Okay. Why she? Well, I don't know. Is she considered black? She had Indian in her. She was like, I don't know.
I'm just gonna. Okay. We do got some more vague questions. Let me see, and then women look see. Okay. Big Back Fitness said, I guarantee them black women fine as AF now, and them other women look like senior citizens. Black women, their finest in their 40s. This could be true, but he don't want nobody in their 40s.
I wouldn't know, child. I wouldn't know.
You don't want nobody. I feel what you're saying, but he don't want nobody in the 40s. He told you 18. We done got him to 24.
Well, I guess, sorry, there was an exception. Oh, how do I forget about this crazy person? So she's a doctor in Destin. But yeah, we're together. So she's a white lady, and she's 50. So I made an exception.
Wait, say it again.
So I dated a 50-year-old.
Well, and why was she the exception?
Because she was a medical doctor, and it was, she matched my energy.
So what happened with that scenario?
Have you ever talked to a doctor? Have you ever been with a doctor?
I've never dated a doctor.
Yeah.
What's the
whole narcissist just questioning every single thing I did? Oh man, it was horrible. Horrible.
Okay. This was a black woman?
No, it was a white lady.
A white lady. Okay. But we got to look now. Should the woman make a certain amount of money?
Baby don't need to work. I need her like in the kitchen making sandwiches and closing deals in her mini skirt as she goes to clients.
Okay, now I feel like you're trolling me.
No, I'm being dead ass serious. So you're
gonna pay all the bills, but you want her in the kitchen cooking, and you want her to be in mini skirts, and then you want her to go out in the mini skirts to close the deals with the other.
Well, I was kind of being facetious about the miniskirt part, but yeah, I would want her to work for my company doing something to that capacity. You know, bringing donuts or bringing an umbrella on a rainy day. Something slight like that to get leads, which ultimately generates revenue for the family.
So this is why, okay, because I've heard this before. Again, I've been sitting here for 5 years, and I've heard other male business owners say that they don't want their woman to have another boss, right? So I remember having a conversation, I don't remember what year it was, but he also owns a company, and he wanted a woman that either worked for his company or didn't work at all, but he didn't want her to have a different boss. And let's say he wanted to go on vacation, and she couldn't go on vacation because her boss said no. So for him, that was a big non-negotiable. So you made me think of that, and that's how I got to the age and the top of it, because you said the woman could work for you. So that's why I said it has to be a woman that has to be a certain age, because if a woman in her 30s, she's probably already in a career. So that's why I said earlier, a woman with her own career probably wouldn't be a good fit for what you're looking for.
She would just quit.
So she's a lawyer.
Let's
quit her law degree and become your wife, make your sandwiches, and go get the leads for your company.
I would pay more than a lawyer. Look, women lawyers don't make that much. What, 100 grand? 120 max? What?
That is not true. I know women lawyers who are doing extremely well, 500 and more.
Chat, Google the average salary for a woman lawyer and put it in here. It's not
okay. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm going off of my personal environment, and
right.
These are entertainment lawyers, and maybe they do have.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Those are like anomalies. Yeah.
Okay, so now how much? So you feel like this woman that is gonna be a part of your team, she'll make more than 100 and something K a year just being your girlfriend, or what would she be? Is the goal to get married again?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm open to marriage for sure, to the right candidate. Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, yeah.
Definitely.
So, Tyree, you're gonna be a highlight.
I'm crazy though. Is the thing. I turn up. When I turn up, I turn up.
You're already turning up. Let's do the Kendrick.
What's that? Why I gotta get naked or something?
Someone did it. That's what the Kendrick asked me to stand up. Someone said the average is 146,000.
Exactly.
So you're saying you're paying more than that?
Kendra.
I'm listening.
Am I doing the cam? Are we doing like?
Yeah, you guys do the Kendrick cam, but I do want you to answer the question. So what you have to offer is more than $146,000 salary.
Yes, Kendra.
Okay. All right.
Yes, Kendra.
He's sitting on business.
Am I doing shirt off or on?
No, you keep all your clothes on. It's just a standing up.
You really can't see it. You really can't see the full package with my hoodie on.
I don't have a shirt off requirement. Do you want to show your chest? Is that what you want to do?
No, this is just baggy. So I don't want to like cheat people out of.
If you want to make sure the women get a great assessment, you can. It's not a requirement. All I need for you to do is stand up. But I know people who be in great shape love to make sure the world sees how much of a great shape they're in.
Yes. I need some validation and attention. Come on, give me my 5 minutes of fame, Kendra.
Do you, Tyree? Do you? Let's see what this lady is going to get. Plus over 100. Were you doing muscles?
That's good.
That's good. Wait, we gotta see your legs. Really? Wait, move back a little bit. You gotta stand up. You showed us the chest, but we gotta see your legs. That's the.
Oh, you didn't see the legs?
No.
What?
You gotta stand up, Tyree, and just
hang on.
Okay, because the whole page is it's going blurry.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta take your shirt off. Oh, you want to take your shirt off? We get in the camera. We see the chair. Okay. All right. We see you. You'd have to take off your shirt, but okay. Ooh, child.
Good.
We see you, Tyree. Child. Do you want to keep your shirt off for the rest of the interview?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
It's hot in here.
Tyree, when was your last relationship?
See, I need definitions when you like what type of like relationship as far as like us being like a couple or like indoor Olympics type relationships.
Whatever you consider to be a relationship.
I would say probably 2 years.
Okay. You don't
Yeah.
have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Hold on. Let me check my Cash App. Hold on. Last week.
Last week. Is that woman an option for something serious?
Not at all.
Why not?
Because she's 18. Dumb.
I can't laugh with you on that one, Tyree. Because here's the reality. I listen again. I'm getting better at trying not to be judgmental. But you're a 44-year-old man who slept with an 18-year-old. She's legal, so there's no crime broken. But mentally, she doesn't know better.
She
And
knows.
no,
She knows.
I will stand that life experience will always be the best teacher. And for you to laugh that she is not an option for anything serious, and because she's 18 and she's dumb, it comes across as you're taking advantage of her lack of knowledge and experience. Why not?
Nah, these people are fully aware of what they're doing, especially in these modern dating times. So yeah, I don't feel that way, and she definitely doesn't feel that way.
So what does she get in return? Is it the physical activity? Do you help her out with bills?
Everything.
Okay, so she's getting a monetary return in a certain degree.
Monetary return. She's getting her belly fed. Moral support.
Do her parents know about you?
Life guidance.
Do her parents know about you?
I don't know her about her parents. I have no idea.
So okay, I'm just curious. Are your kids men or boys or girls?
Boys.
Oh, they're boys.
Yeah.
So it's hard because they're children. But if your 23-year-old was a girl, would you be okay with her dating a 45-year-old man?
As long as she's being taken care of and not abused, yes.
And what would be your definition of being taken care
of? Her not having to work and her being in basically a couple, exemplary couple relationship, something that's healthy, something that is, she's being provided for essentially. Yeah. And she's not being abused. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem. I mean, I don't see why anybody would. I mean, why would anybody want to date a 20-something-year-old broke person? It doesn't make sense.
Oh, you're saying why would a 23-year-old want to date another 23-year-old? But going back before we deep dive in there, but the 18-year-old that you were with last week, that's not her experience because she's not your girlfriend. But so are you being the coupled? You're not the couple to that scenario.
Say that again?
So basically, I asked you if your 23-year-old was a girl, would you be okay with her dating a man basically of your age? And you said yes if the man was taking care of her and if it was a couple relationship. Now, going back to the scenario that you dealt with, the 18-year-old girl is not your girlfriend. So it's not like a couple relationship, correct?
Correct.
So
it's more of a transactional relationship.
Okay. Good child, Tyree. I hope you're ready for these internet streets.
I am. Born
ready.
I created the internet.
I have to say this. Legally, you're breaking no laws because the girl is 18. Mentally, I think I understand the young thing, but to me, 18 is just so green. And unless, I don't know, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. All right, we already said money. We did a Kendra Cam. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws. I need to go harder in the gym. I need to stop eating late night snacks that are unhealthy. So I have a habit of ordering Taco Bell like at 3 in the morning because, you know, I don't sleep much. And that's never good, especially when, you know, you go to the gym every day and you're like, yeah, we're not getting the results that we want. So, and summer's coming. So, yeah, we're going to start hitting it hard. And also, let's see, what else can I work on? 3 personal flaws. But yeah, I don't think. I mean, maybe exercise more patience.
Okay.
Yeah, exercise more patience.
Why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm him.
And what does that mean?
I'm a protector, provider, and I'm definitely God-fearing because, you know, I was raised in the church and definitely a believer. And you know, great to be around. Fun, life of the party. If I would have saw you in New Orleans, you'd be like, yep.
Oh, say it again?
If you would have saw me in New Orleans, you would have been like, yep.
Oh, you was turning up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know, listen, I am all for Black love, but I think this might be the first time where what I will say, may the best white woman get you.
God! Why she gotta be white?
I agree. May the best white woman get you.
Or maybe I get the, you know, best.
Either way, may she be Caucasian and happy, and I wish y'all.
Why she gotta be white though, Kendra? What's up?
Well, that's your preference anyway.
No, it's not. I don't have. I have no type. Like the song, I ain't got no type. Those were just my surroundings. Because I lived in white areas, I went to white schools, so, and that's how I was raised. So, and you usually are a product of your environment. So, but I'm open. All my cousins are black. My auntie is black.
Now I'm gonna see if I can find it because I almost didn't read this question, but now it goes along with you just saying. Where was that person that said? Where is it at? If I can find, I don't know. I can't find it. It's so many comments. Some of them, I'm gonna try to go through them, but I feel like
no, I would not. See, you know that last girl? Well, 2 girls ago. How many times did she say God-fearing?
I don't remember. You don't like that term?
No, I don't like her boobs being out as she's saying it multiple times over and over, and her memory glands just staring at me, which is saying the exact opposite of God-fearing.
Tyree, are you God-fearing?
Yes.
With your chest out.
I know.
Listen.
Hold on. Let me. I got pasties on now. Pasties.
No, but
pasties. I got Spanish.
Hold on. Don't overtalk me. Just own up to this hypocrisy right here, because the equivalent to a woman showing her boobs is a man showing his chest. And you even said this is what you wanted to do. So you just talked to her about her being God-fearing. And then I asked you, you said, I'm also God-fearing. And look at yourself. You have on less clothes than she did.
I'm a work in progress. What can I say, Kendra?
May the best white woman get you. May the best. Karen, I'm going to hook you up myself. Karen, this is for you. This one for you. We happily let it go. We want to see you happy.
Thank you.
Yeah, we want.
I want to see you happy too.
I'm very happy.
It's not all about us.
No, happy. I'm very happy. But right now, this moment is all about you because you're on this show looking for someone. And the further I talk to you, I agree that you have been dating properly. And I think wife number 3 would be a Caucasian woman, and I co-sign it. There's no judgment.
Hook me up. Hook me up.
I'm gonna try hard.
With the couple.
Speaking of which, you should be on? Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No.
You should be on the app because that's the only way this white woman can reach out to you.
Are there white people on your app?
Well, once they see you, I'm gonna make you worldwide. They're gonna join. Oh, Kieran gonna hit you up so fast, child. You told her she don't gotta work. You told her she gonna make more than 145.
Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? I don't think you do. Yes.
Okay. So
I'm downloading it.
Here's the deal. I do want to make you a highlight. I see you downloading it. Let's make your name. Okay, let's see if your name just
make me
search by usernames. So put in your full name and they'll be able to search you. There are some more Tyrees, but if you put in your last name too, they'll be able to find you. Make it your what's your nickname?
Tyree.
Do you have a favorite number?
I'll make it. Is Tyree Ballard not available?
No, it is available, but I like usernames. Do you have a favorite number? Because that could be your name. You don't have a favorite number, no?
No. Wait, so is there a username and a display name? So there's a username and a display name.
Yes. So, I mean, you can put your display name and they can search you by that, but the username always helps even better.
Well, can we do are you checking the availability for names right now? Okay. Yeah, let's do just pick something like Tyree 7.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Is your favorite number 7?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, no, Tyree 7 is not taken. So make that your username.
Okay.
So your username would be TYREE, the number 7.
Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting on the verification code right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you a highlight tomorrow. So do it right now. And you said you're ready, so you already know what it's gonna be.
Bet. Say less.
All right.
All right, baby.
Bye. Bye, Tyree. Bye.
Bye.
Here you go, white women. This one is for you. It's Tyree 7, Tyree 7. Tyree 7 on the Kendra G Singles dating app. Listen, he is 44 years old, be fit, feminine, and submissive. You could work for his company. He says he will date as low as 18, but then he raised it to the 20s. But if you fit his description, here he is on the Kendra G Singles dating app. You can shoot your shot and send him a DM or push the star, the heart, or send him a gift. Tyree 7. Karen, where you at? Here is your man, girl. Karen, here is your man. The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.